Once you stop caring is when they will start chasing you. So this is true on so many dimensions, and my experience has taught me that the more that I chase something, the more that that thing will continue to elude me, whether that has to do with money, whether that has to do with being in a fit, physically active body, right? Creating that six pack. I need to chase that health. I need to chase that vitality. I need to chase that relationship. I need to chase that girl. The more that I've chased things in my life, the more that those things have continued to elude me, the more that I have let go of caring about these things, about the result, the more that these things have begun to become attracted to me. Now, let me give you a practical example about this, because you're like, yo, what do you mean by this, right? Because we have to understand the metaphysics of this. I've mentioned on this on this channel before as well, right? It has to do with the frequency of your vibration, right? If you believe that you are worthy, capable, and deserving of something in your life, you would not chase that thing, because the more that we chase, the more that that thing will continue to be running away from us, right? That's what the implication is. I'm chasing this because this thing is running away from me. But if you believe that you are worthy and deserving of that thing, whatever it is, then you would not be chasing it. You would be the magnet that allows the space for that thing to come into your life. For example, you are in the process of creating, or you're in the process of trying to generate $100,000, $1,000,000, let's say, okay? But the more that you care about the $1,000,000, the more that you care about that number, right? The result, right? The less that you will actually be able to create that result. Why? Because that result is the effect, right? Really allow this to sink in. The result, money is a result, it's an effect. And that implies that there is a cause to the effect. The more that we attach ourselves to the effect, right? The more we care about the effect, the less we have energy left over to care about the cause. Okay, this is so powerful, because when you bring your energy to the cause, that is when you become proactive. That is when you become the creator of the results in your life. Because when you get attached to the results is when you are attaching to the reflection. Okay, reality is a mirror that reflects your relationship to the world. The more that you are getting attached to the result, the less that you are getting attached to the process that actually creates that result. Okay, when you focus your energy on what causes the money, right? What causes money? Money is value, right? People pay money to have their problem solved. The more that you focus on how you can help someone solve a particular problem in their life, the more you focus on creating value for other people, the more you help other people get what they want, inevitably you will get what you want in your life as well. Okay, this is about making the switch from attaching to the outcome, from attaching to the result, right? We're attached to money, but money, the source of it is you, right? Every single dollar in your bank account, you created that. So why are you so attached to the money, right? Rather than the cause of the money, which is you, which is the source, which is what you have in your power to control. Okay, and this is not only with money, this is about everything in our lives. Let's say there's a relationship, you want to create a deep, fulfilling, and passionate relationship with someone. The less that you believe you're worthy of it, the more that you will chase people, the more that you will push yourself, the more that you will give off that vibe of neediness. Okay, but once you elevate your frequency and realize that you respect yourself, that you are worthy of love, that you are a valued person, right? And if you aren't, right, if you currently have a disconnect between the value that you are versus the value that you know you can be, then there's a disconnect between what you know to be true for you and what is actually true for you, dependent on the decisions that you make every single day, right? So some of us just are not ready to be in that passionate, loving, and deep relationship. Like, if you want to attract a 10 in your life, let's say, then you have to be a 10. Right? You have to be a 10. You have to take care of yourself. You have to treat yourself with all due respect before you can attract someone that does the same, right? And it really comes down to, we chase these external things to create an internal feeling, right? Okay, yeah, you want money, but really you don't want pieces of paper. You want the feeling that those pieces of paper will allow you to experience, or what you think they will allow you to experience. You want to be in a relationship? Yeah, sure, but at the end of the day, it is about your experience with that relationship, or your imagined experience that you think you will go through. if you get into a relationship, right? This is on every dimension. Understand that the experience of life is taking place within your own nervous system, right? This physical world we're experiencing with our five senses, your eyes are picking it up, right? Your tongue is tasting it, right? All of this stuff, like you're picking up the stimulus from the environment, which is then being sent to the brain inside this blob, this little black box of your head, and then being interpreted into all these different things. At the end of the day, what I'm saying is your whole experience is taking place within your own nervous system. Okay, like life is an inside job, and once we begin to focus on the reflection, right, on the outside, then the more we attach to that which is not fully within our control, right? Mark Manson wrote an incredible book called The Subtle Art of Not Giving an F, right? And it's not about not caring about anything. It's about caring about the right things, which is your mental attitude, which is your behavior, which is your ability to do what you know you need to be doing. You already know what you need to be doing, but the question is why you don't do it. And the answer is because you attach yourself to the outcome. You do things because you think that they will get you something, rather than doing things because you know that they are necessary for you to do, to fulfill your obligation, to fulfill your duty, to fulfill the purpose that you have here right now. Because if you do not have a purpose that you are moving towards, then even when you are busy at work is when you are wasting your time being busy. Okay, so the point is, don't not care about nothing. Care about what is within your control, which is your own behaviors, which allow you to raise your own value in your own eyes, right? The world will accept whatever judgment that you place on yourself, and you can't lie to yourself, right? I mean, I suppose you can, but eventually the truth will reveal itself, and hopefully it's sooner rather than later, because you can fool yourself until it gets to a point where you look back and you realize you've been fooling yourself this whole time, and then it's just not a positive situation in that regard either. So the point is to focus on the process, to start caring about the cause rather than the effect, right? Start caring about creating value in the marketplace rather than the numbers in your bank account. Start caring about becoming a loving person who's actually worthy of love. We're all worthy of love. Okay, we're all worthy of love. But if you are not treating yourself with love, right? Like I think Will Smith said that the definition of self-discipline is self-love, right? If you were truly in love with yourself, you would eat the best foods. You would not allow your attention to be hijacked by all these distractions out there, right? You would make decisions that are in your own best interest, and therefore you would have self-respect, and therefore it would not be difficult for you to attract someone who has self-respect as well, right? And so many times we get caught up in so much stuff, but it's important for you to know what is important to you, right? Look death in the face, reflect on your own death, remember death, and allow it to guide you towards what is actually important for you, right? If today was your last day, is what you're about to do right now truly what you would do if it was truly your last day, right? Think about that, man, because I think that we live in a society which really pushes death away, which puts it in the background. And even if we don't have like a direct encounter with it in many societies. And until we come face to face with it, we can very easily be diverged and distracted from our true path, because we think that we're going to live forever, right? Unless we have a direct experience with death, it will be very difficult for us to truly emotionally feel that our time is truly limited, and that we have to focus and direct our energy towards our duties and obligations that we are here for, right? You're here for a reason. We're all here for a reason. And it is up to you to let go of the conditioning that holds you back from getting clear on what that reason is, so that you have the space that is created for you to narrow down and do what needs to be done, regardless of how you feel. Okay. And once you stop caring so much about the result, once you stop caring so much about the outcome, you have more energy left over to focus and direct towards the cause, which is your mental attitude, your behaviors, your perspective, and your power to create a life that you love. Okay. So went on a whole number of tangents in this video. I hope you got value from it. Either way, leave a comment below letting me know your number one takeaway. Click the like button if you like it. Subscribe if you have not already. But with all that being said, this has been Mo. Much love to you. Take care, and I will catch you in the next one. And I will leave you in the peace and power of the one infinite creator.